Welcome again, everyone. Jerry's Old Guy Review. Let It Fly on Friday, episode 9. And we're going to do something different tonight. So, apologies about my tardiness. So, I only have one excuse. And that is 12-1. I have never been in the situation I'm in right now where I put off my whole evening to make sure that I watched a football game. And while watching the foosball, I didn't do anything last night. I didn't make my Let It Fly video. I apologize for letting you guys down, but I also didn't do any more work on my course. So I figured tonight I was going to make up for that. Make my video and get my course finished and get to show you guys a little of my technique. But to make up for the last couple weeks, I have some rants. And one of them is going to pertain to my HG models 803, 802, 801, basically anything HG. Because I found the most random BS comments. We got a lot of new viewers. And I want to thank all of you right at the beginning. But because there's so many new viewers, subscribers, I gotta let you know, Let It Fly on Fridays. And I'm sorry for the rest of you who've heard this numerous times, but I gotta get it out. Let It Fly on Fridays is for you, the viewer, the subscriber. I want to see some comments. You have questions, let me know. You're going back in. A lot of you guys are going back in and watching my older videos. Thank you. And I apologize, but it's blowing my mind, and I can't thank you guys enough. But again, tonight is for you. I bounce all over the place. I rant and rave. If I have some rant and raves. If I don't have some rant and raves, I'm going to give you just some random information that just popped into my melon. And at 53 years old, a lot of shit just pops into my melon. I do occasionally use some coarse language. I apologize. No, I don't. This is for me also. So I can get the rants out so they don't come out in my videos. So you comment. You get a shout out every week. You have a small channel, let me know. I will watch it. And if I like it, I subscribe to it. And then I shout you out so we can get some more of this beautiful little community I've got. And there's a lot of guys from different channels that are here. I love every one of you. We don't have hate here. So if you've got hate in your heart, don't bring it to my channel. Because I'll shut you down, and then I'll block you if I can't get it through your thick head that we don't play that here. But let's get to the first rant. While I look at some stuff over here, I had to expand my work area even more to get to this side. So, to hear a grown man telling another grown man, sorry, I'm getting warm, that his view on a particular HG model is stupid vehicle, doesn't have any use, Vanquish, Traxxas, blah, 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 those are the best. Why are you even coming to a channel, a Facebook group, anyone else's chat Nobody gives a shit. If you're ignorant, shut your mouth and move on. HG Models, HG Models makes some excellent 1/12 scale military vehicles. And if you don't like military vehicles, nobody else cares. Shut up and go look at your crawler sites, your super build sites, because people who are buying HG are not looking for the most capable, greatest thing since sliced bread on the market. They are looking for scale accurate affordability. You know, for those of you that don't know, the HG Models makes, I mean, the scale, the details, the accuracy. Other than RC four-wheel drive, there's nobody out there that is doing that level of accuracy in a vehicle. So if you can't appreciate it, nobody cares. And I sat and read some of this stuff, and basically jumped on the commenter and said, why are you even here? This is a site for people who love scale accurate, oh sorry, I'm concentrating, excellent vehicles that are not a crawler, not a trail truck, something different. Well, these are big pieces of shit, and they're made in China. And those of you who have watched the channel for a while, you know damn well, that's my push button right there. Every RC car on the market, to include all of the ones that he mentioned, are made in China. Made in China, stolen by China, as we can see on Amazon, with the amount of, you know, parts that are out, you know, I don't know, what do they use? Unlicensed, you know, worst argument in the world to use with me, because I'm going to call you out, especially now that Axial said, by Axial I mean Horizon Hobbies, that they've moved all their manufacturing to China now from Taiwan, which you are less likely to have your design stolen flat out in Taiwan than you are from straight up China. Wow, that thing did not go very far. So it's a better option. And you know, I've gotten stuff from Taiwan, not from, you know, the name brands out there. And wait a minute, it was same quality, like I've said numerous times on the channel before. You know, in the auto world where I used to be, if you needed tools and you didn't want to pay the outrageous tool truck prices, you got stuff from Taiwan, because those tools were good. They were quality tools. So, see, I do this first and then I make a mess. Good quality tools. And it was the same with the RC cars. Now, for any of those who are getting parts from China or some of these, what the name brands, it's funny how the name brands who are also getting their stuff in China are ragging on the same places that they're getting their stuff from. So what made them good enough to build your stuff? If they're just crap. So I've got a bunch of rigs that, dude, this is just messy. I've got a bunch of rigs that came from China. I mean, not crawlers or any of that kind of stuff, because I basically wanted stuff, different purposes. And that's what the Chinese market's good for. Just some randomness. What do I got over there? I got some Jeeps, Wranglers, just because I wanted something in 1/14 scale to go with my semis. And they had them. So I got those just to do that. And yeah, they're not hobby grade or anything, but they do the purpose to be out there with the semis, just doing some stuff. So no big deal. But HG is fabulous. If you like scale and you like military vehicles, there's no offering anywhere else. And you're not going to get one that is anywhere near. What do we got? The 803, the 802. They are Hemmets, which is a military U.S. Army workhorse. And HG has replicated that beautifully. Those are excellent vehicles that all you hear about from these guys that have no idea is it's a piece of Chinese crap and it's a toy, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you know what? It's got some weird stuff on it. But you know what? That doesn't make it crap. It makes it different. And then that parries right into, oh crap. Okay. This one's not going to be as perfect. I ran out of my stuff last night. Had to get some more. $60 into this project. It's turned into a child. It's just milking me. But of course, see this, what I'm building here for the inside course? There's no HGs going to be on this. This is not an HG kind of thing. This is 110 scale crawlers, 18 scale crawlers. That's basically who's going to live here. This is just for an inside course. And what we're going to see, because this is some material I've never tried before. So I'll get over here a little bit when I get done. But I just needed to get this one. And if you'll look at your right side of the screen, you're going to see, if this is something you would even want to accomplish, here it is. So I'm patting this stuff, that's what I use to clean my glove, basically. I'm patting this stuff down here, so it randomly sticks here, and once it dries, it's going to puff up, and it's going to provide a little bit of traction. On top of that paint that's right there, the Krylon textured paint. I use 2 different varieties of it just so it can get all over the place. And you know, this is, let me see here. There, that might work there. And what I do, these are basically filled with, this is paper. I make a circle or whatever shape I want, let it dry, fill it with newspapers balled up to make the mountains. Now this is going to be on the opposite side, so you're going to have to drive up and over, come down this ramp, go around. I haven't made over there is where the secondary, I haven't made what that's going to go into, but it's going to be like a race. And I'm really leaning toward timing it. See, and I went right from ranting to now I'm in my happy place again. But what I'm doing with this, I make the shape, let it sit and harden, and you can just make lines across it. And then you do this afterwards. So you pat it, and then when it dries, it's going to still have elevation, but it's going to have more traction. And then when you put the traction-y spray paint on it, when you want to do it up and make it look like some sort of landmass, then this is going to harden, and it's going to just make it, same thing with here, it's just going to make some weird shapes. Okay, now, see, there's my viewers. So I also, when I gave you guys the little bit of a heads up that I was behind the curve and was going to release this video late, everybody's cool, and I just threw up a random, I don't have a lot of pictures on my phone of RC cars, so I just found one from this summer, threw it up. Everybody's loving the Redcat Gen 8. Nobody said, oh God, I hope you're not going to talk about that piece of crap tonight or anything like that. And that's why I love my people. And any new subscribers, viewers, that's what you're in for. And what I really wish is that we could share pictures. I wish, you could tell me you have a problem with something, send me a picture on the YouTube, and that's something we could bring up and use, and I could say, hey, everybody watching, check that post out, and that more interaction. But you know what? Whatever. I've got the email address. You guys can always shoot me pictures at the email. Yeah, I don't know what you want. Well, I do know what you want. But where is Little Top Burst? All right. So hopefully, I'm not going to worry about the outside as much. But what I'm hoping for is we can set this up for one kind of thing, and then if I make the whole thing all textury and stuff, we can actually use it for other stuff. And that's my goal, to do a lot of different things with it this winter. Just trying to design it to try to be, different, just for that kind of thing. And I know I'm probably annoying the crap out of all of you, but bear with me. Let's see. This guy looks pretty, maybe right here. Yeah, this is a first. I'm getting done with it. And I'm just trying to figure out some extra places to put it. All right. So, okay, getting back to the Redcat. Man, I'm going to tell you. I just can't, I just don't get it still. Redcat is excellent. They make good vehicles their customer service is excellent. I mean, I've dealt with them a couple times now, and man, I wish everybody's customer service was as good as Redcat's. I've gotten immediate answers. I've heard, and you know, that's the thing about running my own business, is it's funny how people complain and say that the business was disrespectful to them, this, that, and the other thing. You know what? I'll tell you what I find every day. There's always those people, and they're used to coming and telling you what you're going to do. Well, you come to the wrong business and you come to my store and try to tell my people what to do. There is one person who does that, and that's me. And once you tell these people, no, that's not the way it's going to work. You don't run anything here. You are a customer. I will do my best to take care of you. Suddenly, when you call them out, that all changes. You call them out, they know they're not getting over on you. They usually, well, they're quiet. But I like to say they shut their damn mouth, because you're used to people bending over for you. And then when you run into somebody who doesn't bend over for you, then, oh, you're the nicest guy on earth. Well, unfortunately, I can't find those people with Redcat. So, Redcat just had a huge sale. And I wish I had the funds sitting aside that I could have picked me up one of their big hauler trucks for $329. I want one, and I want it bad. But I didn't have the funds at the time. Listening to some of those guys. Oh, it's still too much. Oh, that's texture too. I don't need that one. My other guy over here, I had to do some improvements on it, so it's got some skips. Listen to these people who, other people, out of the goodness of their heart, were letting other people know, hey, Redcat's having this big sale. If you want one of these, you should jump on it. Why do you go on sites that cater to Redcat stuff just to run your lips? And you know, it's getting to the point where it's not even worth my time anymore to try to argue with these people, because they're just dumb. They're just dumb, and I guess they just want to argue with people. But strangely, whenever I throw some, the black must be almost out. When I throw some comments in there, they don't want to answer me. So that's the biggest thing with some of these guys, some of these channels, where they let the inmates run the asylum, so to speak. Those guys just talk shit to talk shit. And when you shut them down, guess what? The shit's over. And you can get back on to having a good time. Which is what I've been doing. I've been avoiding some of the BS. I've been enjoying some of the small channels that you guys are here. I've been checking out new ones. I got a new small channel for everyone to check out. Yeah, I guess I'm just rolling around like a doodah here. I think I'm going to start the next year off just being done with that. I don't think I'm going to give two shits anymore. I think I'm going to clear out my histories. I'm going to clear out some channels, I'm just not watching them anymore. That's usually the reason. You know, I don't want to. We're to the point now where all of us, and I do say all of us, because I make the content for you guys to watch. You guys ask me. I get emails, I get comments. RC Redneck, you know, he just flattered the crap out of me, calling me a big channel the other day. Well, I'm going to ask you guys for a little bit of help toward the end of this video, but that is true. I am not a big channel by any stretch of the imagination, and you guys help me. You know, I'm not full of myself where I feel I have to make all the content. I have to control it. No, you guys come to me and you ask me for things. Anglia RC, I just made you a video and completely skipped one of the things you asked me, and I apologize, sir. And I will get those trucks back out and finish that up for you on the RC four-wheel drive build, in case you guys probably don't go back and read the comments or read, you know, you don't see my email, so you don't know. But one of the things Anglia RC wanted me to show him was on the RC four-wheel drive, you know, some of the screws that I've noticed in the past that I've had to mend while I got them. And yeah, I got carried away. It's been a while since I had them out, and made the video, talked about a bunch of random things, and completely missed the fact that he wanted me to show him the screws. Now, I did have some people, I did have some commenters. Now, let me get this out in the open while we're having a good rant and roll, and I just mended this up so I can put it on the floor and let it dry in the fan. In no way, shape, or form was I critiquing or ragging on RC four-wheel drive, but being that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vehicles, 7 vehicles that came from or were distributed by RC four-wheel drive. I ran into the exact same situation with every one of them except for 2 of them. 2 out of 7. Because 2 of them were kits. Right? 2 of them were kits. 1 of the 7. I have 8. 1, 2, 3 are distributed by RC four-wheel drive. I don't know why I just put that away. But they had the exact same issues as the RC four-wheel drive. And they weren't really issues. One of them, yeah, I'll tell you what. If I understand employees. I understand that you're going to freak out a little bit if you just over-torqued that screw, tore up the threads, and you have to tell your boss that you just tore up the threads on this chassis of possibly a completely built truck. What are you going to do? Well, 1, 2, 3 of those 8 had screws that were stripped in the chassis, and they just overloaded them with Loctite. Sorry, not really, you know what, sorry, I'm going to have to come steal that. I'm not critiquing the fact that the that the quality control people just let that go. But how would they have known? But in the act of what I always do, I go in to check on things. That's a big red flag when I see a whole lot of thread lock on one screw. So, I'm not ragging on the trucks in general. I was just ragging on the fact that every one of those 8 vehicles that I got, well, no, 6 vehicles I got, because 2 of them were kits, they had the same exact issue. Bolt laying in the bottom of the box for all the RTRs and over torque screws. So, again, not a huge issue. For me, I've got plenty of stuff to mend that. But for those of you that may not have anything, you may not have drawers full of bolts. And, you know, what are you going to do? Now you got to go try to find 3mm hardware that you may not have a local hardware store that has that available. Mine actually stopped carrying them. They downsized, and that was one of the things that went away. Which was horrible for me is the fact that half of my store used to be that favorite hardware store of my new store that, well, it's not new anymore. It's 3.5 years old, but because they downsized, I lost some of my access. So it's A-Main I go. A-Main, try to get some extra bits. Texture desert sand. I've never tried this color. So, again, with this course, if you wanted to do something like this, if you've got 1/18 scale vehicles and you've got access to sawhorses and a 4x8 sheet of plywood, you can make a sweet little course. Now, I've done 1, 2, 3 items, but if you're just working on the 4x8 sheet, you know, I'm $60 in with spray foam. And now this is going to sit till tomorrow because I want to get driving on this thing. This is going to cover the whole back section. So that's done. This is going to be part of up here, which that other piece I just touched up is going to be here. Ramp's going to come up. I can't wait because we just got a little bit of cold weather and now it should be warming up. Well, it's warming up right now. It's going to be 30 degrees on Monday, and today's Friday. Yep, it's Friday. So, with that rambling done, thank you guys for letting me get some of my stuff done so it can sit and dry. Because when I come home tomorrow, I just want to start throwing some paint on some things and get to driving this weekend. Because I'm going to be out there driving the HG models, those big pieces of crap. Suck it, haters. So, again, if you've made it this far, new channelers, what if you're liking and subscribing? Actually, more of you need to like the video because you guys are watching them. You guys are commenting. Let's get the likes going too. I got no shame tonight. So only 4 new commenters for new viewers. You got Zachary Estru, Ivan Laura, Jay Myers, and Trevor Court. And a new channel to go check out, James RC Garage. So go check him out. And now here's where I'm going to plead. I thank you guys. So I am not sponsored by FMS, but I'm an FMS affiliate. So if you use my link down at the bottom and go over there and buy something, I get a little kickback. And let's show them what this little channel can do. Hey, maybe they'll talk to me about getting some sort of sponsorship. And then I'll ask you guys, what should I carry if that happens? Not that it will, but at least with the affiliate link, it's the holidays. If you're buying some FMS, I got two of you, Salty Steve and I've got a mystery person. You both bought some rigs, both Atlases. Nice choice. Watch my videos on tuning them up a little bit. And Christmas is coming. I also have merch. I cannot figure out how to link it so it comes up on my videos all the time. I'll eventually figure that out. But I've got merch at the Spring Store. So I'm going to put that address down at the bottom. Go check it out. If you want some Oldguyreview merch with my sweet, locally made in Alaska logo. If you haven't seen it, go over to Spring and you can see it. And with that, with my shameless begging, let's wrap it up, because I was hoping my possible choice for new producer would have shown up. But it seems that he hasn't. And Tiberius. Come here, baby boy. Come over here. Oh, of course it's you. Let me make you a big access. Come here, Bubby. Come here, my baby. Come here. Tiberius, come here. Yowie, get out of here. Tiberius, come here. Come here, my baby. Come here. Here he is. Come on. Come on up there. Yeah, knock the fan over. That's okay. Friggin' help. Come here. Come on. There's no child labor law. Okay. Well, you've seen him in some. We're hoping to bring him in again. He's always in the workshop with me. So's his daddy, but his daddy wants treats. What do you want? Are you my baby boy? Are you my baby boy? Are you my baby? Oh, my baby. Come on up here in the corner. You're tall enough. Come on, big boy. Come on. Come on. The people are waiting. What do you want? You're not even tall enough. Their baby is. Okay, well, thanks again, everyone. Was trying to show you some gratuitous dog. Not happening. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for stopping in. And I will talk to you on the next one.